That is the voice coming in. You can see them. I also don't have a redeem for Michael to wave on cam. That is how it is. You can't have Michael redeeming. That's just no. We're not doing it. One more square one down here. Let's do something that doesn't line up to the other ones. Okay, okie dokie. I feel I've done my outlines. And then we're gonna go back to the cog, because we're gonna back to the watch, because we're gonna go and do some coloring. Let's see if we can do some of that. And then I'll pull out my pencils, because this one needs to be metallic in the center. And I've never used these things, mind you, so we're gonna see how they actually do. Whether they broke or not. 12 true metallic pencils, easy grip, triangle, as you can see, black wood, apparently, and also, as it says, I think somewhere, breakage, oh yeah, strong break-resistant lead, whatever that may be. So, we have gold, we have a slightly lighter version of gold. Do we have some darker version? I guess so. I guess that's about it. Should I use greenish? I don't think that's really in there, is there? Nah. But what we do need is also just some regular gray. Brought some original bruinzeel pencils. I don't know if that's Dutch, but it feels Dutch to me. It's very, very old to me, because I used to use them as a kid. And then we have regular pencils, aquarelle, and I guess I should pull the black one from there, because it looks like I will be using that. Any other colors in that? Nah, I think that's about it. But as you can see, there's also some pattern underneath the clover. So I think I should draw that one before I do anything else. Just come up with some Celtic patterning underneath, so it doesn't actually like distract too much from the original, but you can see that there is something there. And of course I need to figure out what the pattern should be, because otherwise it's gonna look like I just drew some lines, and theoretically that's of course true, but I would like them to be cohesive, a bit cohesive is all I ask. Let's see, there's a circle there as well. That one. Is there anything there? Not really, because it's mostly black. I'll also have to try and emulate a bit of the shadows and the light in this to look good. And then here they're very pronounced. Curve here. And then up there we have some more. Is that a curly pattern? I need to zoom on the watch. Let's see. It is a curl. Okay. So that goes all around. Let's see if I can emulate that whilst drawing, because it's like a circle like this. And then I need to duplicate it, or I need to make a ring around. I'll just make a ring around. It's probably the easiest way. Okay, so we're doing all of these. I don't know if it's more of a Greek pattern, but I feel it's Celtic. Celtic enough. I'm no Celtic expert, people. You're just gonna have to forgive me if you feel that I am off kilter with my Celtic designs. The first one was really good looking, the rest now looks crap. Darn it. Try again. Nothing is ever easy with this. Let's see. Up and then in and then curl. That's what we'll have to do. Up, curl, up, curl. That one was good. Up, curl. And then that one goes under the leaf, which I have to, by the way, erase the line for the circle going in there. This is gonna look nice. More there, and then one comes out here like that, and then we go up again, all around. How are you doing on all your trading card challenges, Rika? Because I think you're in more than just the one that we're doing here. Oh, I almost gave you my eraser. Here, I'll give you another cookie. Yeah, just. Even though you're on the wrong side. You bastard. And then there's some darkness, and then it starts up again there. I'll just say that the person who made this one wasn't so proficient at making it all the same. Yes. I'm sure no one will notice. guess we have to draw a bit of one here and then a bit of one there as well. Just keep going until we end up on the other side of the leaf again. I think that one will come out a bit dark. Okay, let's see. Then we still need to do some more of the patterning underneath it as well. But I think it's starting to shape up nicely. I can see that I'll need to do, I have more space between these two than the original has. But that's okay. We'll just do a bit more of the underneath drawing for that. Or I can just stretch the leaf up a little and give myself less problems. Am I lazy? No, just practical, people. Just practical. Shh. Then we can hide some of these behind the end, and I don't have to explain exactly how the pattern runs, except that it's there. And I think maybe a straight line here as well, just to fill it out a bit more. Give Princess a snacky. Ooh, you're so lucky. You're just lying there. I just throw them in your mouth. Thank you for snacky. I have to do the card for Ursa's trade and then the art competition. Oh yeah, the art competition is a big one. Yeah. Let's see, is there anything? Yes, there is in this one as well. Yeah, I figured that would get you up again. Nee, is op nu. It's up. You're very cute looking, but it's up. You bastards. What thien? Hello, Ellen. Oh, hi. How are you? Welcome to the weekend. Or at least, I hope it's welcome to the weekend. I hope you have some spare time to look forward to. I'm drawing a watch, in case you're wondering. It was therapy day today, but oh well, I finished my diorama. Ooh, congratulations! How is the cat looking? We're doing something akin to a watch in a background of cogs. See in Discord, I posted them. Ooh. How am I? I have had a week of a lot of interviews still, but all in all, I am very happy that I have reached the weekends, and we are so close to the weekend here in Denmark that I'm getting really excited. Ooh, oh my god, that top cat That is... I love it. Give me a second. Do I have any form of window capture? Yes. And I would like to show off the Cereal Classes Hobby Club. Ellen's diorama. It's a Halloween one, in case you're wondering. But look at how lovely that looks. So many kitties. They seem a bit deader than some others, but I mean the one on top there. Can I just have him as a pet? I mean, him or her. It's so pretty. I love it, Ellen. It's really fantastic looking. Thank you for sharing. It's really great. Yes. So if anyone else has anything to share, let me know. Oh no, I hung in my I can do it. I lost half my eraser to the cable of the hopeless. It is sticky. It sticks to my cable of my headphones, which I don't need. Don't try to erase my cable. Well, I'm already talking to you guys via the microphone. This headset is just for, I don't know, added effect. Because I don't think it does anything. Let's test that. So I think if I talk like this, you can also hear me. I'm just guessing, because I don't know for sure. I'm just saying. Still good. Yeah, that's what I feel. So it's just, yeah, you're hearing me through my laptop audio. Why do I still put it on? I don't know. Okay. It's just a thing. Okay. We're gonna start nerfing this leaf, I guess, a bit. Because I also need to have some lines for that before I start coloring, I guess. Otherwise I'll just mess up the lines. So there's, yeah, it's too thin though. I should just color in outside of this, I guess. Should start with the lightest color. That's a bit weird though. We'll just start doing something, okay? The easiest thing to start with is the top, because it's darkish, and I can start with my blackish color. Also, it doesn't really have a sharp tip, so for now we're just gonna go and use it as a coloring thing, and then if I want to draw with it, I'll start with something else. Okay, what else? The top of this thing here is also dark. And then there's the top of that one there too. Guess we can do shadows first, right? Then we can do the light after, and then mid colors. I mean, I'm treating it like a mini basically. I'm just toning it now. And where I see a lot of black, I just color black. Sounds like a good plan to me. And I guess an ATC in pencil is acceptable as a medium, right? So we'll just stick to pencil for the entire thing. I actually brought my paints as well in case I started doubting myself, but I think I'll just go for pencil all the way in this case. Done with resin, now time to sew. You and your range of hobbies. Busy freak, yeah, exactly. Any medium is good and you can mix, yeah. Is it me or isn't the camera very sharp? No, I know. I can't, like, my setup is horrible today. I can't really get it to zoom in to the level where I want to show you things, and if I hold it up to the lights, it gets overexposed. Yeah, yes. No, it's terrible. It's completely horrible. I'm sorry. It's not my PC. No, it's not my regular PC either. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'll fix it sometime. It will get fixed. I promise. I'm improving bit by bit. But if you see the announcement Falster Friday on the front of my starting screen, be prepared for a less than stellar setup in that stream. That's basically what I can say. And I'm not proud of it, but I'm trying to improve as we go. But I can't always fix everything. And then Hobby Time at Healy's came in with like 30 plus people, and I was just messing around with my camera settings. Yeah. Sitting watching Mandalorian and listening. Okay, that's fine. That's a good side to have. I think we can work with that. And you can just admire the horrible picture I will post afterwards, because that's also something I need to work on. So much to learn, so little time. Well, you guys can just ask Frika to take a decent picture of my card. But I can't really do better than my bean phone can do, so. Potato phone, I don't know. Also, it's very shaky because the camera is on the... Posted a picture of what I'm working on. I'll take a photo tomorrow. Yes, that's fine. Let's see what Frika is working on in the Discord. If I can still be permitted one more screenshot of the Discord, because sometimes OBS doesn't want to let me do. Oh my god, that is awesome. I'm guessing dice bags, but it could be any bag theoretically. Let's see if we can see it. Yes, there they are. Look at that. They are very cool. So cool. Yeah, that is definitely a few levels above what I'm able to do in sewing. Would work great as a treat bag too. Yeah, but it would get smelly and then you can't really wash it. So I wouldn't want to use it for that. I'm just saying, it would be a waste. A waste of a good bag. No, it would definitely be a dice bag for me. You can wash these. Oh my god. Bonus points for you, Frika. Bonus points. I think my setup here is definitely gonna require a bit of love and attention. But I'm not around all the time, and by the time I finish my stream, I'm too wasted to do anything about it. So I really have to get working on it. I know. But you guys can just do something else and just listen to me whine about things. Let's see, there's a black hole there. Just in between the other bits, I'm now coloring everything black, so that people can see that it's a pattern. And there's holes in the watch top, basically, which is traditionally also how my watches used to look. The ones that I bought on the fairs with steampunk stuff. So I think that's fair. And I do think I've learned a lot about light and dark from painting minis, so that is definitely an advantage that I am now also using in my drawing, at least trying to. You know, learning a bit either way. And I don't know what quality people expect out of these art challenges, right? I don't know what people usually get, so I hope it is good enough. But yeah, the fact that I wanted to start early today does indicate that I am quite excited about this one. It took quite a bit of searching for what I wanted to do. But once I had found the images that I wanted, I sort of had no issue deciding that was it, basically. So that is good, I guess. And I've had the first part of my 6-week course in being a better line manager. And it was actually interesting, so that's good. That was, you know, it could have been a lot worse. That's like putting it mildly. For treat bags, you normally use a different liner for easy cleaning. Yeah, I can imagine. When you sign up for trades like this, you accept all levels of art. So are we having a creative weekend? I'm not willing to say just yet, because like I also feel that this week has been quite rough on me, and this is gonna take quite a bit out of me, to be honest, because I do want it to be good, and I am very focused. So at the moment, I'm not sure if I want to do only creative stuff, but I can definitely sign up for doing some creative stuff. But that's also why I proposed the hairdresser tomorrow, because that's one of these things where I'm like, oh my god, I have to do it. But on the other hand, it's also very nice to be out of hair when you get out of there, you know. So that's gonna be an hour of my life I'm never getting back. But on the other hand, it will be worth it, because I will have shorter hair, and therefore everything will be faster when I get out of the shower, and other related things, like having it sticking up and moving in weird directions after having a night's sleep. You know, everything's easier with short hair. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Anyone with long hair can have theirs. I just like getting rid of mine every time. Guess you're starting to see a bit more on camera now too, where the camera can actually pick up black and white a bit easier. So yeah, I think it's okay. I think it looks somewhat like the picture I'm trying to draw. That's nice. Sure thing. Yes. Sure thing. Okay. All right. Kind of insecure on how to get started on the actual leaf though, because I can see that I probably want to do light first. Then it's going to be a bit difficult to draw in the darker parts. But we have 3 colors, and I'll be using the 2 lighter ones first, I guess. Maybe I should just use them alongside each other. Now let's start with, although this is the brightest one and this is a bit more muffled, so maybe I should start with the really gold color. And I'll leave some whites even when I feel that I should. Now let's see what the metallic actually does. Does it actually give me any metallic colors? Oh yeah, it is actually metallic. That's nice. I'll just do a bit on the side there. And then some down here. Also have to keep in mind that my leaves aren't entirely the same as the picture, so I have to take care of the light effects being the right way round there as well. Fill that out with a bit of black, I guess, but I need a sharper pencil for that. Let's see if I can sharpen the tip up a bit. Yes. Because I want to go down there. since I don't have a white pencil, we're not gonna go all the way up to anything else. We'll just get white as the highlight color. I'll just leave it like the card, looking like the card is. And I guess I should make a darker line there. Then we go down here. And then again, there's a dark border right next to that because that is what my eye sees. Of a dark gray over here. And some along this line here. And then there's another darker side here. Yes, there's like some kind of texture on the stem over on this side and on the bottom there. And I've been trying to like sort of mimic that with some scratches in the, not coloring it, but just scratching it in. And I like how that looks at the top there, so I'll also do it here. And then that goes all the way up to the split. There's a very clear line here again from the split up there. So we'll continue there, but then also make sure we have some shade from that line there. And then some black to offset the lighter colors, so it actually looks like there's some shade from the ridges in there. Okay. And I can also do a top. I'm still not touching the center, as you may have noticed. I'm going around. I'm dancing around it. I will get to it. I'm just afraid that I'll mess it up if I do. We'll get there. I promise. Is right, and then we have another dark spot on this side as well, going in the opposite direction. With a highlight of yellow right there. should draw some yellow in there as well, if I can. Then we have the bottom of this here, which is dark. And also a bit on that side. And then we'll have lights next to it. Okay. I'm pretty happy with how that ring looks. That looks good to me. And it looks, when I look at it, it looks kind of 3D-ish. So that I am happy with. We're getting closer to me having to do the insides. Yeah. We'll go from the outside in. Looking good, thank you. And then we'll color this. Well, I should probably do it with a darker brown first. Let's see. Needs to be a bit darker, I think. And then the bottom ones, those are not white exactly. I'll just color those with the lighter gold. You can see I forgot a bit of black here. And then the light side on that side is basically all gold, because the light is coming from that way. this thing here, and it sort of goes this way. And then there's one underneath here as well. That's almost a white, so I'll leave that where it is. And go in between with some brownish sides. Hydrate, stretch. Thank you. Mucho mango. Muchas gracias. I don't know why it's from Arizona. It feels very random, but whoa, caps. Ooh, that's a big ooh. Very big ooh. That one's yummy. Yeah, yes, it is. Frika pointed it out to me. I didn't know it, but I have been drinking it quite a bit since she did. Bad Frika. I don't know. Is it 0 calories? No, but it's 23 calories. It's not. Blame Frika once again. Yes. I'd almost call it a hobby at this point. So I guess that's why I blame Frika for things. It's almost a hobby. And then we have a highlight here again. Mine is a bit bigger, so I have to keep that in mind. That's black, and then in between we have the more brownish gold, because it's a bit darker down there. And then we'll just continue down there. What is with that? Oh, it's a very small boop, but it's still there. So we'll just keep it mostly yellow and then white at the tip. And then this is where the thing bends upwards, and we'll also make that a bit darker all in all to give the eye also the illusion that it is a shadow on that side. And I guess that can also be done here. Okay. And then the outside here can be a bit more sharpish. And then we still have a little leaf here, which has its curl up like that. And then it goes like into a pointy bit there. We'll do yellow here. And then here there's some weird shades here, but I'll just make it yellowish with a bit of brown going in that direction. And then I need to reapply the black in between, because now it looks like it's one thing and it's really not. That needs more golds. Now what I want to achieve is that I have a very stark contrast with the green in the middle, right? So if you remember my other image, I think it's this one, yeah, it's called image. Very good naming. Not the cogs, but the image. Go away, cogs. Go away. This one, so like underneath the watch there should be green and black, and I want that to be a very highlights as well. But it may turn out that I have used too much black on the edge of my watch. We'll see if I can somehow lighten. Maybe I should leave a white-ish circle around it. Right. Back to the watch. We'll try and go for the insides. What gave me the idea? Well, the lady that I am drawing it for. So Ursa gave us the spring and metallic. I think was it mechanical spring and mechanical topics, and then the lady that that she assigned to me gave some extra input, and she said that she wanted, or that she liked, let's put it like that. Where did my Discord go? She said, where's my Ursa? Where's my Ursa? Likes clover, Celtic trees, flower fields, steampunk gears, and Victorian. And so when I hear steampunk, the first thing I think about is watches, because I used to go to quite a few fairs and stuff like that, and there would always be some kind of steampunk seller with a bunch of watches. So I think I cover quite a bit. There won't be fields in it, and there won't be, how do you say, other things in it, but other than that, the clovers and the Victorian and the steampunk side should be covered. So, but yeah, I'm, how do I say this? I'm always very inspired by people asking about certain themes. That's also why I do very well on Frika saying, okay, let's draw something, every month, and then I go, oh yes, I can do this, for example. And it comes to me, well, I would say I Google a lot at first, and then I have instant likes and instant dislikes, and the things I like I save, and then I try to, my brain just comes up with a combination of things, and then that is what I go for. So in this case I have 3 or 4 images that I really liked, and yeah, that just sort of forms into a new picture in my brain, and then we just roll with it and see if we can draw what I have come up with, because that's always the hardest part. I can often imagine what I would like it to be, or what I would like something to look like, but of course, it is really hard to draw it as I actually see it here. So, but I actually like, I really like drawing with pencil. I always have. So it's not so hard to pick up on those things. But yeah, that's generally my process. Just Google and combine things into something new. I'm basically an AI artist, but then doing it manually. I don't know. It's just, yeah. And I used to think that wasn't really art, because I wouldn't when I was taking art lessons, for example, as a kid, I had drawing classes and stuff. They never really explained that a lot of people actually use how do you say, real life influences and pictures and stuff like that. So coming up with something completely random and then having to draw it in some way, it's just incredibly hard. So at least it is for me. I'm sure there's people who can draw whatever they want from, how do I say, from creative energy, but it's definitely not me. I need something to look at and then compare and do it again and again and again until I'm happy with what I'm seeing. So, AI brain, yes. Oh, AI brain, please shut up. Yes, yes. But that's also like Frika having her own brush, how do you say, her own brush characters and stuff like that. I would never come up with something like that. That is just not how my brain works for some reason. I can combine things into new things, but I can't really come up with something completely out of the blue, out of, you know, something completely new on the spot. So I know that's a limitation on my imagination, but that's okay. I don't suffer from it or something. I just know that that is not really what I do. So I don't try to force it because it would be very annoying if I had to do that. But I know it in my job as well, right? So when I work, I'm not the person to come up with your new application. When you ask me to make something, I can make it for you, but I can't come up with it on my own. And I can't help you come up with something completely new. So I'm really happy that we have people who can do that. Because that would be really hard for me, for sure. And I think that's, knowing where to go to other people and what you're good at is important in figuring out what you like to do. So for me, that's always been a really hard thing to do, is come up with something completely new. Peasants, you sat down on my foot, you idiot. What are you doing? Dog. Now I'll try to use a bit more brown in the center clover because I'm afraid that otherwise it will get very, very black and gold colored, and I want this thing to be a bit shiny, so we'll go for a lighter option here. But I don't know how that is with the rest of you. Do you have like this option to create something new? Do you feel that you can come up with something out of the blue? Or do you also use reference materials to come up with new stuff? I'm curious. Come up with ideas and use references as references. Okay, I have ideas and then I look for ideas images. Okay, and then I'll go, yeah, okay. So yeah, still people use references as well. That's good to know. Just going outside with the Michael. Oh, so lucky. No, and I think it's really fascinating to see other people produce art because, for example, starting with geometrical shapes and then drawing something from that. I've never done that either. That's not my. That's also not my way of drawing. But I can see how it's very efficient when you do, right? So there's a thing where I go, nah, I can't do that. But then I see other people doing it, and I'm like, oh, that looks so easy. But then of course, they are also good at, at what they do. So it is also practice makes perfect, I guess.